Welcome back, Pisces, to Ande Zen Tarot from the Great White North in Ottawa, Canada. And hello, everyone that's new to the channel today. Today's read is going to be a general read focusing mostly on love and relationships. It will be everything else in between. Okay, I will tell you the cold, hard truth. I'm not going to hold anything back. All I ask is that you do take what resonates, what makes sense for your personal situation. If it isn't your story, please do not force it. Also, take into consideration that roles and genders can be reversed. And I kindly do ask if you please could remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave me a comment. Every effort on your part, every little click makes a huge difference to support my channel, and I truly value you and I respect all your support. Truly, thank you from the bottom of my heart if you do help me out here. So, enough about me. Let's get on with your read, okay? That's what we're here about. So we have got this oracle deck here that I'm going to start with, okay? We are now into the middle of August 2023, and I'm going to show you the deck that I have picked to start with. It is called the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle Deck by Amanda Lovelace. Very nice deck, just to give us an overall vibe for the next couple weeks ahead. Okay, I'm just going to pull one card just to see where we're at. And we have Lighthouse, Don't Doubt Your Worth. Okay, and the sign says, I am always enough. All right, well, very nice. So don't doubt your worth, okay? There's a pretty little lantern. Interesting. So, focusing on that thought, let's pull some more oracle cards just to get a better idea of what we're dealing with here. Don't doubt your worth. You're always enough. This is the Abandoned Tarot, in case you're wondering which deck I'm using for this one. All right, we have the Beast, but it is reversed, okay? Island Time Wellness. What message do we have for Pisces? Heartbroken. And last but not least, I am pulling from the Kipper. What message do we have for Pisces? Pathway. All right. So, I definitely feel like with the Beast reversed, you know, upright, this is just where somebody is just having all these evil thoughts, right? All these evil thoughts, all these cruel intentions. Yeah, definitely something has affected you in a way where most people would just lash out, right? But I feel that you're a lot tamer than that. You know, something's happened to obviously hurt you. Just given with the next oracle card saying heartbroken. But I feel like you're some more respectful with regards to this, okay? And also, you know your worth. So you're not going to let this bring out the worst in you, okay? Some people might, you know, like I said, some people might try to get some kind of revenge or something like that. But again, you know you know that you're enough, and again, you have confidence in yourself. And if this, you know, if you're going through some kind of heartbreak where somebody may be leaving you, you know that you're going to be okay. All right. So the next card, of course, is Heartbroken. You know, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning. So I feel like you're going to be doing this in a respectful way, though. That's what that's all about, right? You're not going to try to do something underhanded to get the other person back. And it's not that you're not hurting, okay? You are sad, but definitely there is a parting of the ways here. But it just is opening up a new door for you with this pathway, okay? So I see you going, this little butterfly, little tiny butterfly is flying into the sunshine. So, oh, I think there's a little person on the path too, actually. Is that a person? I think that's a person. A couple of butterflies. I'm just noticing a lot of butterflies and suddenly I see a little person, I think. Anyways, I do feel that you're going to be, you know, it's just going to open up a whole new chapter in your life, right? But I think you're trying to be as positive as you can. You're not going to turn into some vicious, cruel, envious, spiteful person because of this. All right. So enough said about that. Let's clarify more. I'm going to do some tarot cards for you now. What message do we have for Pisces? Give them a good shuffle. What message do we have for our Pisces? Whoops, sorry. Okay, I actually do have a jumper here. This one just, of course, it's the squirrel. Wanted to wriggle its way out of my deck here, so I'm going to leave that one out. What message do we have for Pisces? All right. All right. So the first two cards, obviously, that I'm pulling is just to give us a, sort of a footnote as to what we're looking at currently, where we are standing. Now, all right. So the happy squirrel jumped out. Now, to me, all right. This person in your life, I feel, as cute and charming as they may have been, right? They did create some kind of havoc, something in your life. Normally, like, they're cute, they're cuddly, but squirrels aren't really pets. So you have to be careful when you warm up to them, because they can really, make things a big mess, right? If you get too close to them. Not that you're still not going to love them in the end, but again, it's like, yeah. I just see that, obviously you're in a situation right now. Maybe they have left things kind of in a bit of a mess. And you're feeling a little bit, sort of trapped in your mind about this, right? This is more mental. If you can see the blindfolds there, they're bound around the arms, but their feet, their feet aren't bound. So you can get back to this place, this happy place, right? That's behind you. It's just a matter of trying to, like I said, you're not going to be, you can't be cruel to this happy squirrel. This happy squirrel is just too hard to be cruel to. And that's not the person that you are either. Maybe it's just, maybe you recognize this. Maybe you've always kind of known that maybe it wouldn't work out with this person just because they're so, I don't know. They really are just having fun all the time, and slightly reckless. But they are still cute and cuddly. So it's hard to, you can't really last out. You almost feel like you kind of knew it all along. But I feel like right now you're feeling a little bit trapped as to the situation that they've left you in regardless, okay? But don't doubt your worth. Don't doubt your worth, all right? Keep going. Let's see what else we have for you. We've got the Chariot reversed. I've got the 8 of Wands reversed. I've got the 2 of Swords. And we have the 10 of Wands reversed. All right. So I really see something not continuing on with the Chariot reversed. So I see a complete stop to something. So again, if it was a relationship, maybe it happened kind of suddenly. Maybe it came to like a screeching halt all of a sudden. And with the 8 of Wands, again, just there's been maybe even no contact right now. There could be some kind of, maybe you were blocked, or maybe you just have been communicating, okay? It could be a ghosting situation too. Something just came to a complete halt, complete stop, happened rather suddenly. But I feel like you almost were kind of foreseeing that anyways, okay? I do see you again, just having this blindfold on. Maybe you didn't see it coming, that's why, right? Maybe you just didn't see it coming because it just happened so quickly. But now you have some decisions to make, right? With regards to this two of Swords. Definitely 2 of Swords also means, to me, it's the scissors, right? Separation. Yeah, it's just, you're kind of sitting there like what just happened? Now what? Again, it's hard to know what a squirrel is going to do, right? A squirrel's very erratic. Like, one minute they might come up and sit on your lap and give you a kiss. The next minute they might be eating your couch or destroying your backyard, your patio furniture, digging through screens. I don't know. You know, squirrels are erratic, and that's kind of how you're feeling. If this was just sort of like a sudden out of nowhere, what? Like, that's why, you know, you just let the happy squirrel go on its happy little way. And I feel like with the 10 of Wands reversed, yeah, you're just going to, it's just like, actually, when you're thinking about it, I feel like maybe you were carrying the load. Maybe you were carrying all the responsibility. Because again, the happy squirrel sometimes is a little bit maybe immature, so to speak. Maybe you did all the hard work to keep things together, really. But I feel like it is actually, the way you're looking at it, it's kind of actually a relief for you. It's actually going to be a lot of burdens that you're going to be able to let go of now, right? You know, you don't see the point in trying to hold on to it or tame them in any way. I think that it's just going to be a little bit of an actual kind of relief for you. And, all right. So interesting. Let's clarify the seven, which is the Chariot reversed. Chariot reversed. Complete stop. It just sort of out of nowhere, right? Maybe they just decide to move in a different direction. Again, they're all over the place. Crazy, crazy squirrel, right? Yeah. All right. We have got the 6 of Swords reversed. So, yeah, so the Chariot came to a halt, and yeah, things weren't moving in a, to me, upright. You know, there obviously were some problems in the relationship. That's what all these swords are, right? But when it's upright, it means you're moving in a good direction. But when the 6 of Swords is reversed, it's just, you know, there still are some troubles, but I feel like this boat here that they're in is like sinking, right? Not moving in a good direction. So maybe you felt that coming all along, really, right? Maybe you kind of suspected that. You just didn't know it would happen so abruptly, the way that it did. Now, with the 8 of Wands, to me, it's like there's just no communication right now. Not really. Maybe it was happened so suddenly. I just feel like there wasn't any communication back and forth. It just kind of happened out of nowhere, right? And again, it could be being blocked right now in some way, or not knowing exactly how you're supposed to communicate. I don't feel you're going to be vicious or cruel in any way. It's hard to, because they're just the type of personality this person is that you're dealing with as well. Okay. Yeah, the 8 of Cups reversed. So, yeah, I feel that although there's some kind of block, right? There's some kind of situation, there's not been proper communication. With the 8 of Cups reversed, I feel like you're looking back. You don't necessarily want to have to leave this person. I think that you may go back. I think there might be a conversation, okay? I think there might be a conversation. But again, I don't see it being hateful in any way, all right? I don't feel that there is any hate in your heart. In fact, I feel it's the opposite. You know, your heart's broken that it didn't work out. You know, I don't think that you're necessarily, when you're looking back on everything, right? When you're looking back on what's happened, I don't think that you feel like it was necessarily a bad experience with this person, so to speak, right? And you might even still take them back as a friend too. I don't think it's over between you officially. I don't think it's like the total end between you. It could be either you go back, you come back as friends, or you have a conversation that that leaves it on good terms, okay? I don't think there's going to be a lot of hate involved between you. That's for sure, okay? Even though there's hurt. Now, the 2 of Swords, definitely, right? Separation, like I was saying. So something is, yeah, there's a breakup here for sure, right? You didn't kind of see it coming, or maybe you did. You just didn't think it was going to happen this quickly. It's kind of left you kind of holding the bag too. Like, there's things that you have to take care of now because of that. Oh, I just had a jumper. Yeah, well, we have the 5 of Cups reversed. So this is heartbreak, right? Yeah, they broke your heart, but when it's reversed, I see you getting over it pretty quickly, all right? I don't see this is going to be something that's going to be lingering for a long time. If it was upright, you know, this is like really crying over spilt milk, like just focusing on all the negatives, right? But again, when it's reversed, I see you now, there's these 2 cups behind you, and looking towards your future, right? Looking at the positives that came out of this, knowing this person. And again, kind of in a way, it's a big relief for you with this 10 of Wands reversed, right? Maybe you were making all the effort in the relationship. Maybe it was a lot of work for you. Again, a happy squirrel is kind of just footloose and fancy free. That's how I see it. And you can't tame a squirrel. You can't tame them right now. So, the 10 of Wands reversed. The 4 of Swords. You're going to have to, you will be mourning them. You'll be missing them, the 4 of Swords, okay? The 4 of Swords is needing a time out, just to heal, obviously from a broken heart. And again, they were a lot of fun to have around, right? So I do see that there's going to be some healing that's going to need to take place on your side of it. Well, the way I look at this read, you know, if you truly love them, you need to let them go. And I think that in this case, this person maybe isn't quite mature or ready for commitment. They're not necessarily, but they're so much fun to be around. That's the problem, right? They brought so much joy. Yay, good times, right? But again, you really did carry the load of all the responsibility in the relationship. So if you love them, let them go. If they come back, then they were yours. It was meant to be. You know that saying? I feel like that's the situation that you're in right now. So, all right. Okay. Let's do some reconciliation cards now. I just want to get some more information onto where we're going with this. Oh, where's my deck? Here it is. Reconciliation cards. Okay. What else do we have for Pisces? What else do we have for Pisces? And again, don't doubt your worth, right? Don't doubt your worth. This really has nothing to do with you, actually. It has to do with them and where they are. And you're just not in the same place right now with regards to where you are to be able to commit. Serious commitment. I feel it doesn't mean necessarily that they're bad. It just means that they're not ready. They're not in the same place right now that you are in a maturity wise with regards to commitments in relationships. That's what I'm seeing. And if they're an adult, maybe they never will be. All right, so we have vibrational alignment. I've got, well, okay, separation needed. We have growth and transformation. Curious about you. Narcissistic. And daddy issues. Okay. Well, these last 2 cards are a little concerning. But, okay. So vibrational alignment, to me, this is all about you recognizing that if it was meant to be, it would be, right? If you, like I said, with the 8 of Cups reverse, you're looking back, you know, not looking back, hating them in any way, but you're also feeling like, you know, love them, let them go. If it's meant to be, it'll be in the right time. So maybe now just wasn't the right time, right? For you to be together. Because a separation is needed. There's those scissors. I'm telling you, the scissors. It's necessary right now, right? Now's the time to cut the cords with this person. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like you've outgrown the relationship, actually. Okay. So this isn't necessarily a bad thing. I see that to me, it's like you are at a different place. Like I'm saying, you've outgrown this situation, whereas they're still at a certain level, right? With regards to how they live their life and everything. So for you, it's not necessarily a bad thing. So it's going to be a big relief for you, actually. Lots of burdens released. Like you're not going to have to carry the load anymore, right? So yeah, and I see you rising above as well. Rising above the situation, you know, not being cruel, not trying to lash out or ruin them in any way. Just recognizing that it is what it is, and also knowing your worth. You're just very confident in yourself. So, you know, it's kind of their loss as well, right? Now, all right. These cards together, curious about you, narcissistic, and daddy issues. So, the happy squirrel, again, they might have some narcissistic ties, right? They might have some narcissism in them. And maybe like I'm feeling like they could, obviously be an adult and they've never quite grown up. It's kind of all fun and games, kiss, hug, you know, um, they might even come back with a little bit of hoovering there, right? To want you back just for fun, for sex, for good times. But again, with this narcissism, I feel like they do have a touch of that in them for sure, right? They may have been very selfish in the whole relationship. Maybe you were responsible for, I don't know, paying the bills, keeping the whole relationship together as much as you could. I don't feel like you ever did anything to so-called cheat on them or anything disrespectful to them whatsoever. So that's why it's kind of, you're like, what? Like, you don't understand what you did. But narcissists never really grow up. And when it comes to daddy issues, that can be something that stems from their childhood, right? It is kind of an inherited thing, narcissism. So, and it is, wow, just the narcissistic cards are really jumping out this week on almost all my reads. For some reason, I really feel like this person does have a touch of narcissism, and you may have known that already, right? A lot of love bombing, a lot of fun times, but when things get serious, this card happens, they're out the door, right? They don't want to carry the responsibility, and maybe they never will. And it's not something you can change. You can't really change that. So by you understanding this and knowing your own self-worth, I think that you're not going to let this person necessarily control how you're feeling now about the separation. You're going to mourn it, as you should, because you're human. It was a lot of fun while they were here, but you know that it's not something long lasting. Okay, you can recognize this for what it is now, and again, it's just not something that you're going to let internalize who you are. You're not going to let this determine how you're going to lead your life, right? You see this new opportunity now to move on with your life, and you're going to move down a new path that's going to open up many doors and many new opportunities for you. It was a learning experience, really. Now I'm going to pull some more cards here let's do some tea leaves for fun, right? Let's see what else we get. Let's see what else we get. Wow. Not a lot of cards wanting to jump out tremendously quickly. Usually I get jumpers just flying out. It's like the cards are thinking. All right. So let's see what we did get out of the cards that did finally jump out. So, all right. Of course, the cards wanted to be respectful of how they were going to decide what to tell you. I can see right away. So we have chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. Okay, well, I think we know who that is, right? The happy squirrel on their way right now. And it's lonely. It's lonely because they did take up a lot of your time and energy. Kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead, right? So this is sort of where you are now. That's why it's kind of like, I feel like you're like, okay, the world is not a fun place right now. That's what all these swords are around you, but you can do it. You're not, your feet aren't bound there. It's just, if you're just thinking right now, oh, this possibly could be the worst time when they decide to do this, right? So they're unsettled times and you need to plan ahead now. That's the advice, right? You're going to have to make plans. You're going to have to, but I mean, you're organized. I feel you're very organized, especially with this card. Just look at how organized, right? Taking care of things, taking care of yourself. You're always enough. You don't have to depend on other people. So you'll be okay. Wow. We've got a marriage card. So to me, I'm certainly hoping that this wasn't, you weren't married to this person, but I feel like there was some kind of commitment involved here. And I feel like, honestly, this card is really standing out because I feel like there's a pathway, right? A new path is opening for you, a new light. And I feel like it's going to lead to the person that you're meant to be with. This is really what's illuminating to me right now. I feel that This person was meant to be in your life for a certain reason, for you to learn something. But I feel like it's opening up the right path that you should be on, right? And there is a better person at the end of this. I feel like someone that will commit to you in the way that you need right now, that you're ready for. And Crown, honor and respect will come to you. All right. Because nothing but respect, right? You're a respectful person. Like I said, you're not going to lash out and be envious and cruel and try to get back at them. You know your self-worth. So I feel like you are well deserving of a lot of respect in how you're handling and dealing with this. And people see that in you as well. So, you know, I feel like you're going to meet the person that you're meant to be with. This just opened up a door for you to find them. And we've got career. Wow. So the two cards together, honor and respect will come to you in career. So if it does have to do anything with work, you might be getting some kind of reward or recognition over the next couple of weeks. Yeah, I just feel like you're that type of person, right? You're stand up, you're respectful, you're honest. You're not cruel in any way. You never wish the worst on anybody. Even this happy squirrel that was in your life, you're trying to see it for what it was. It was maybe a fun time. Obviously, they're self-absorbed and they're not somebody that can totally commit to you. But at the same time, you know your self-worth and you've got a lot of good things coming to you. All right. So, all right. I'm going to stop there, my friends. Obviously, you know, this happy squirrel's on their way out. But I think that it's just opening up the door to something way better for you. Okay. And it was a stepping stone. It was a learning experience. As harsh as they may have, I don't know. I feel like there was some kind of discard, which means they may have just like suddenly either ghosted you or just, you know, ended it really quickly. I feel like you did learn something from this. You did learn something from this experience with them. So again, that's just made you stronger, right? Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Leave me a comment as well. I'd love to hear from you, but it all does support my channel. Again, truly appreciate that. If you could remember, peace and love, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care, Pisces. Bye for now.